Hi everybody, I'm Brett.
And I'm Sandy.
Together we own Fable Photo and Video, and we hope you enjoy our free video blog series on everything wedding and photography related.
To keep these videos coming to you, please like us on all social media sites. And if you have any questions, please email us at fablephotoandvideo@me.com. Enjoy!
Thank you. And today we're going to do a little, on a drizzly, rainy morning here in Arizona, we're going to do a little video on how to use off-camera lighting for a sunrise, as we might possibly shoot in a wedding situation. So we're going to go ahead and get started and take some shots and kind of come back and explain what we did.
Well, hello there again, everyone. Well, while we were taking our sunrise photos, it started to rain, which is a rarity here in Arizona. But we did manage to capture some beautiful pictures, and Brett here is going to explain all the settings and how we did that. Have fun.
Okay, so we used, real quickly, 4 different lighting setups, and I'm going to go through each one of those. So when we're shooting a wedding, which is kind of what we're emulating here, we're going to use a setup that's very fast, very on the go for lighting. So that's kind of how we set our off-camera lighting up and what we're going to go through. First, let's talk about our camera. I shot using the Sony A99, and when I set it up, I'm always going to have a wireless trigger set and running to the side of the camera by PC cord, which allows me to have my on-camera flash working too, or not working, just depending on the situation. So when I'm shooting with off-camera lighting, I'm using White Lightning X3200s by Paul C. Buff. And when we set up a shot, what we're going to do, it's very easy. First, have everything in your camera set in manual, and if you're not very comfortable with manual, we'll go over that in another video. Manual is actually, in my opinion, a lot easier to shoot with than aperture priority or shutter speed priority. So my settings in camera, I was shooting at 1/90th of a second, f4.0, and ISO 500 for all of my shots. I have a little bit higher ISO because I want to let in more ambient light, and the same with my shutter speed, a little bit lower because I'm trying to let in more of that ambient light. So when I'm shooting with my off-camera lighting, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to set my camera to get my ambient light. I want my background light to be what my camera settings are for. And then I'm going to light my subject with my lighting on my camera. Or my off-camera lighting. So first you set, or at least how I do it, and you may do it other ways, but you're going to set your camera settings for the ambient background light, which should be pretty easy to do for most of you by now, I would think. If not, watch some of our other videos. We'll go over how to get your camera set up. And then you set the power on your light to get the shot you want. Now we did 4 different shots. We did one using our long throw on our White Lightning with some diffusion material around it. It's kind of like a soft box, but I have a little bit more control with the light I'm putting out, so I get less light spill on my background. I did another shot using the long throw and my on-camera flash. Then another shot using the umbrella on the White Lightning, and a 4th shot using an umbrella on the White Lightning with my on-camera lighting. So let's go over why I have those 4 different setups. Mostly at a wedding, I'm going to be using my long throw on the White Lightning with some diffusion material on it. And I'm going to do that for a couple of reasons. One, it's very light, very portable. It's not going to catch the wind like an umbrella, which can blow my light stand over. And on top of that, I have a lot of control with this. I really like how I don't get a light spill on things around me on the background. I can really pinpoint the light on my subject and light them the way I want. I also like with this, because it's a fairly controlled small light source, it casts some shadows on my subject, which I do like. But then I can fill those shadows in and soften them with my on-camera flash. So I can put my White Lightning off at about a 45-degree angle, cast those shadows on my subject, and then lighten them as much or as little as I want with my on-camera flash and get a look that's I really like. That's very portable, very easy, very quick to set up. So that's kind of my four lighting setups. We're going to go through each one of those. We're going to show you those here in the video and bring those pictures up, and you can kind of look for yourself and see what how they differ. Okay, so now let's take a look at the 4 images we captured and break them down a little bit. The first image you're looking at is shot with just the long throw with some diffusion material wrapped around it. A couple things you'll note is there's not a lot of light spill on the background. The light mostly stays on my subject. However, with just the one light, I get shadows on the face that are too hard. They're too harsh, too contrasting, and it really kind of distorts the image we're looking at. The second image, which is going to end up being my favorite, is using the long throw, again, to put the light on my subject without a lot of light spill in the background, and then also using the on-camera flash to soften the shadows I'm creating. I'm just using the flash at 1/64th power, so I'm not putting out too much power. It's not really giving us that unwanted on-camera flash look. It's just softening the shadows and filling the light in a little bit better. And it's going to be my favorite look out of the 4 shots. Our next shot, we're going to look at what we took with using an umbrella. And here again, one light source. So the shadows on the face are a little bit too hard, kind of distorting, too contrasting for my personal taste. And we get more light spill on the background and on the wall back here, and it kind of changes. We don't get as much depth into the picture. Our last picture is using the umbrella and again on-camera flash at 1/64th power, filling in the shadows a little bit, softening them, and giving us a nice overall presentation and feel to the picture. Again, we do have a little bit more light spill with the umbrella than using a long throw. But it's really just personal preference. And I again like using the long throw because it's very compact and portable for a wedding. You could use a soft box, it would have a similar effect, but it's a little bit bigger, bulkier, catches the wind more readily, so I need to have a sandbag on my light stand when I'm shooting outside. So I kind of tend to go with the smaller long throw with some diffusion material on it. Gives me a nice spotlighted effect. But that's the 4 images we were looking at. So a couple other things about my white lightning here, or my white lightning. We're using the Vagabond Mini Lithium power packs, so we don't have to be plugged in. Very portable, very quick, very on the go. And they have a little clip here, so they clip right on your light stand, makes it very easy. And then also, we just secure them a little better. We take a few little bungee cords and wrap around. You pretty much run with them like this and they're not going to come off. Works out really great. These have a ton of power. We usually have 1 extra battery pack for each mini lithium, and we can shoot a wedding all day from the group shots to the artistic and reception without any problem. Really can make it on 1 power pack pretty much every time. Oh, one last thing with our stands is if you are using an umbrella, you gotta be careful because they catch the light very easy. So what we do is, let's look close to the camera, with our sandbags we just have a little quick release clip on these right here, and then put another clip on our light stands. So these can come on and off, very easy, really on the go, which is great of course for weddings. So that's a little bit how we do our off-camera lighting at weddings. If you have any questions, please email us at fablephotoandvideo@me.com, which of course will be on the screen. And we hope you guys have a good day. Keep on shooting.